What is up, everybody? So, in today's video, I'm going to be discussing the new Yu-Gi-Oh skill cards for the new Yu-Gi-Oh format, which is Speed Duels. Konami, well, just dropped a blog, and they just introduced it on Yugioh organization, showing off the first Speed Duel card, which is the Mai Valentine skill. Kind of like how duelings have their skills, their specific characters. Well, in the real life, we're going to have Speed Duel skills and Speed Duels for the new format. So, with all that being said, let's get into it. Without further ado, let's begin. Also, guys, like the video, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. You guys already know, YouTube like to fuck with us content creators. So, you guys want to support your boy, do those things. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Holla back.
Ice on my wrist, looking kinda cool. Bad bitch with me, she ain't tryna move. Niggas staring at me, what you tryna do? Got me looking at my watch, and it's time to do.
Alright, y'all, so the first reveal of skill cards plus format rules. So this is pretty huge for everyone that was excited, like your boy right here, for the new Konami Speed Duel format that they have announced. So it says Konami's official blog has decided to give players a glimpse at what skill cards from the Speed Duel decks will be like, as well as some of the special format rules. First off, as to the special format rules, they're essentially the same as dueling's functionality. Each player starts off with 4,000 life points. Awesome. Each player starts the game with 4 cards in the start hand. Awesome. The main deck size is 230 cards. I can deal with that. 5 cards maximum size in extra deck. That's gonna be a problem in the future, I got a feeling. Each player has 1 skill card. Okay, makes sense. Skill cards effects do not use the chain. Makes sense as well. Extra deck monsters can be placed in the main monster zone. There are no extra monster zones on the field. Not yet, at least, because you guys already know how Konami likes to change things up. Each player has 3 main monster zones, 3 spell and trap zones, 1 field zone in the graveyard. The first player doesn't draw on their first turn. The hand size limit is 6. Both players can have an active field spell card and a maximum of 3 copies of any card with the same name in both main deck and extra deck. Okay, makes sense. Each player will have 1 skill card that they place near the dueling field at the start of the duel. Okay, it's kind of like the deck master thing from the Yu-Gi-Oh animated series, the original OG series. You get OG Yu-Gi-Oh players, what I'm talking about. There is no main phase 2, so remember to set any spell and trap cards you want to use before your battle phase. Which is pretty much essentially your end phase. After you go battle phase, your turn's over, which makes perfect sense as well. As noted, you place a skill card next to your playing area where both players can see it clearly afterwards. You flip these cards once you fulfill the conditions to activate them, to carry over from the official word from R&D. So this came directly from the horse's mouth right here, guys. At the beginning of the game, you will place your skill card face down near the playing area. Your opponent should be able to see your character, but not which skill you have chosen to use. Okay, so that lets you know, like, things like Mai Valentine, Yugioh, there may be multiple skills for those characters, so that's gonna be something interesting to look forward to. I hope they do YCS for these things. These things are really fun, by the way. Almost all the card backs for each character will conceal your skill at the beginning of the game, so your opponent will have to guess which skill you decided to use, and keep it in mind as they are making their plays. But the thing about that is, guys, you guys already know, with every card game there's a meta game, and no matter what format it is, there's a meta game. So more than likely, if you're playing Mai Valentine, and everyone knows that there's a specific Mai Valentine that's broken, everyone's more than likely gonna play that one, unless you just want to be the weird guy that's trying to tech something and just try to make the break the opponent. But this seems fun so far. So, which skill you decide to keep in mind making their plays. Once you've met the activation requirements, when there are no cards resolving on the chain, you can announce that you're activating your skill and flip it up over and resolve the effect. Skills do not use the chain and cannot be responded to. So with that explained, here is an exclusive look at the brand new skill from Mai Valentine. So pretty much their spell speed 4, essentially what it probably does. So here's Mai Valentine. The artwork looks dope. It looks straight out of Duel Links, honestly though. Actually, it is legit out of Duel Links, how the formatting of the word is. And it says activation required. This card activation requires at the start of the duel, flip this card over. while an example on the front card such as Dust. Tribal Synergy, okay. So that's our skills, Tribal Synergy. If you have an Amazoness monster and a Harpy monster in your hand, reveal them and draw 1 card. If you control an Amazoness monster and a Harpy monster, draw 2 cards. Okay, that's it. Each of the skills can only be used once per duel. Fair enough. Okay, so what I think about this so far. Alrighty, so for what it's worth, Tribal Energy seems broken as a skill, and as a card, artwork looks different. Looks like a completely new card game for what it's worth. Now, as far as the skills themselves, drawing 2 cards in general is broken. We all know that. We all know the memes. What does Pot of Greed do? And all of that nature. But Harpies and Amazons, yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe you Duel Links players could tell me how broken they are in Duel Links. For what it's worth now, I don't know how good they're gonna be. But that being said, there's no telling how the meta is gonna shape up. And then you can only use one of the skills, each skill once per turn. So yeah, did I read that right? You can each of the skills can be used once per turn. So you have 2 skills in this card. You can only use one of them once per duel. So it seems like one of those cards that it seems okay, a little underwhelming, but it seems okay. I mean, those archetypes, you know, little rogue decks like that, they really don't have that much power to move forward. And honestly speaking, real talk, no one's gonna want to play them once the entire rest of the skills come out. Because, for example, like something like this, it just seems underwhelming. I mean, drawing 1 card is cool, drawing 2 cards is decent, but it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking because of the current format of Yu-Gi-Oh, where everything is so fast-paced. Even back in the day, drawing 1 card and drawing 2 cards seemed kind of underwhelming. So I think it's an underwhelming card for what it does. But, you know, at the same time, if the Duel Links is a slower format, I mean, you get what you pay for pretty much. So, you know, I guess in a slower game, it's going to be okay. Overall, I'm not impressed. It's not like, oh my god, it's going to be broken. I mean, with these stipulations right here, guys, 4 cards in hand, 4,000 life points, 20 to 30 card extra decks, 5 card minimum size in extra deck, 1 skill. I mean, there's skills in Duel Links that does a lot of broken things. Like, this is like, yeah, even in this format, even for Duel Links, heck, the games were lasting like 2 minutes. I remember Duel Links Worlds back when they first had their World Championship. The games lasted literally 2 minutes because Toons were the best deck. Matter of fact, let's take a look at some of the Duel Links skills and compare it to this, because honestly speaking, this just seems very underwhelming for what it is. Oh my god. So one moment. Alright guys, so I found this little Duel Links website right here called duellinks.gamma.co. It seems really official. So the skill, I just wanted to compare the Speed Duel Mai Valentine skill to the current skills in Duel Links. And these are, let me see, the Yami Yugi one, 2 skills, one of them Card of Sanctity. If you can it be used at the end of your turn. If you normal summon Cypher the Sky Dragon, this turn both players draw into F6. Fair enough. I don't know how hard it is to summon that in the game, but okay, you can pretty much win with that by drawing 6. Divine Abbot. At the beginning of the turn, 5 and onward, play Obelisk Torment to Cypher the Sky Dragon. What? Or you decided if it's okay? I like that. Now I know there's some more broken skills than that, but man, I like this part of the Divine Abbot skill. Joey Wheeler, Legendary Warrior, can be used if your life points are 1,000 or below. Play Guilford to your field. This skill can be used once per duel. Okay. Ishizu Istar, Change of the Spirit. When Ishizu has 10 or more cards in her graveyard, both players have to switch their deck and graveyard. Okay, it's pretty much the same thing as the actual card. Blast Hellboy Room. Begin the duel with 10 spell blast. Okay, perfect. America Istar, play 1 Winged Dragon of Ra from your graveyard. Pay your life points, so you only have 1 point left. The attack and defense on that Winged Dragon will be equal to the amount of life points paid. That Winged Dragon will be sent to the graveyard at the end of the turn the skill was used. This skill can only be used once per turn. Okay, damn, you do have a lot of skills. Blessing of the Sun. You can only use this effect of Winged Dragon once per turn. Target 1 monster field, destroy the target. Gain 2k life. That's pretty good, okay. Chosen by the Gods. Can be used each time your life points increase by 1,800 in the draw phase. Instead of doing a normal draw a divine monster that's broken, okay? Discipline of the Divine. If your deck contains Ra's Disciple, 1 Ra's Disciple will be included in your starting hand after this. and the rest of your roster type will be placed in bottom. Okay, fair enough. Yami Bakura. Dark, attract attribute monsters, normal summon, special summon, flip summon, become invisible to your opponent at the end of the turn. That's pretty decent, I think. Once again, this is coming from a non-Duel Links player, okay? And then they have another Yami Merrick. Yeah, I'm not reading all that, but for the most part, here's Mai Valentine. Okay, this is what she does in Duel Links. Begin a duel with field spell Amazonas Village. I don't know what that does, but okay. Begin a duel with field spell Sogan activated. Okay, start your duel with a +1. Not bad. And you know, there's a bunch of okay, this is the ones I heard that was broken. Like this came from Yami Yugi skills. I heard Destiny Draw was the best one. Can be used each time your life points to creep out to that normal draw phase. Instead of doing normal draw the card of your choice. That's broken. It's like you fucking just cheat the game. Power of the Dark begins duel with the field spell Yami activated. Draw Sense can be used each time your life points decrease by 1800. In the draw phase, instead of doing a normal draw spell a trap instead. Sorcery Conduct can be used each time your life points decrease by 1800. In the draw phase, instead of doing a normal draw run a spell type monster. Can be used when you each time your life points decrease by 2k and pretty much draw whatever you want in your deck. So yeah, man, you guys could see like Duel Links for the most part has some pretty broken stuff, but you know, ultimately I'm pretty sure this is going to be broken in its own right, and I'm pretty sure speed duels are going to have something similar to Duel Links. Man, so I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. This was InnovationYGO bringing you that spicy Yu-Gi-Oh content. # Yu-Gi-Oh news, and I'm signing out. Peace and stay innovative. Deuces.